You may have heard of the legendary love story of Nala and Damayanti, but did you know that Emperor Nala was not only a valiant king, but also a master in the culinary arts? There's more. A mystical tale connects Nala, Damayanti, and Lord Shani, Saturn, which is believed to carry divine power. In fact, it's said that merely listening to this story can help remove the ill effects of Shani dosha. So come, listen to the tale that has the strength to chase away your hardships. In a dense forest lived a hunter couple, Akunan and Akugi. They resided inside a small cave and lived off the forest. One day, a wandering sage passed through. The couple, full of warmth and humility, welcomed him and served him with utmost devotion. The hospitality was so generous that even the sage was overwhelmed. As night fell, a dilemma arose. The cave was only big enough for 2 people to sleep. The hunter, showing complete trust, asked the sage and his wife to rest inside the cave while he chose to sleep outside. What a moment that was! The sage felt deeply honored by the hunter's trust. And the hunter, he had no thoughts of doubt, only faith in his wife's virtue. But tragedy struck. A wild beast attacked and killed the hunter during the night. His wife, unable to bear the grief, passed away then and there, out of pure love. So immense was their bond, free from selfishness, that they were reborn in their next life as Nala and Damayanti. The sage, too, was reborn, as the swan who would one day bring their hearts together. Nala was not born in an ordinary household. He was the prince of the Nishada kingdom, destined to become a great ruler. One day, he saw a divine swan who spoke to him. "You are worthy of only one, the beautiful Damayanti, daughter of King Bhima of Vidarbha. Marry her, and fortune shall bless you. Let me be your messenger." The swan flew to Damayanti and spoke of Nala's valor and charm. Just from hearing about him, Damayanti's heart was stolen. Likewise, Nala too found himself consumed by love for her. When the time came for her Swayamvara, the royal ceremony where a princess chooses her groom, many gods disguised themselves to win Damayanti's hand. But her love was true. She placed the garland upon Nala, recognizing the real man beneath all the divine disguises. They were married and soon had 2 children, Indrasena and Indrasenai. Even gods were disappointed that Damayanti had chosen a mortal. In anger, they approached Lord Shani and urged him to bring suffering upon Nala through his power. But Shani is just. He only affects those who falter in their duties. And Nala was a righteous king, until one day, in the rush of a sacred ritual, he failed to wash his feet properly. That one lapse was enough. Shani seized the moment and took hold of him. Under Shani's influence, Nala fell into a game of dice with a cunning man named Pushkara. One by one, he lost everything: his wealth, his kingdom, his dignity. He left the kingdom with his wife and children, wandering in despair. Eventually, he entrusted his children to a noble Brahmin and sent them to their grandfather's kingdom for safety. In his misery, Nala also abandoned Damayanti in the forest, unable to bear seeing her suffer. Alone and vulnerable, Damayanti was soon surrounded by a giant serpent. A hunter passing by saved her, but with impure intentions. Escaping his advances, Damayanti reached the city of Chedi, where she worked as a maid in the queen's court. Eventually, her father, King Bhima, found her and brought her back. Meanwhile, bitten by a serpent named Karkotaka, Nala's appearance turned dark. But the serpent also gave him a magical garment that would one day restore his true form. He took up work as a charioteer for King Rituparna of Ayodhya, hiding his identity. Damayanti, realizing her husband was nearby, devised a plan. She announced a second Swayamvara, hoping it would draw Nala out. Rituparna agreed to take her there, with Nala as his charioteer. The moment Nala reached Damayanti, Lord Shani withdrew his hold. Damayanti recognized him, despite his disguise. With the help of the magical cloth, Nala regained his handsome form. Their reunion was divine. They visited Thirunalar, the sacred place of Saturn, where the 7.5-year period of Shani's trial, Ezerai Sani, finally ended. Shani appeared before Nala, acknowledging his endurance and granted him a boon. Nala humbly asked, "May no one ever suffer as I did. May those who read or listen to my story be spared from Shani's wrath." Shani agreed, and that is why, even today, it's believed that reading or listening to the tale of Nala and Damayanti helps one escape the effects of Shani dosha. The story of Nala and Damayanti isn't just a tale of love. It's about trust, duty, suffering, and the grace that follows endurance. Remember, no matter how dark the phase, light returns. So, if you're facing troubles, revisit this divine tale. Let Shani's blessing reach you too.